What's going on, everybody? I almost didn't say it just because Jay said so. Anyway, what you guys up to today? Gonna do a little deadly strikes farming. Got to get me some deadly strikes. I got a decent set of gear now. It's not great, but it is a decent set on the Xbox. But I have not been playing hardly at all on the Xbox. I actually haven't been playing much at all lately, period, sadly. I've had just too much random stuff going on. Anyway, gonna do some public matches today. Chaos 3 we're looking for some deadly strikes. So anyone that wants to, feel free to join me. I will put a minimum ascension requirement of, say, 5. Sound fair? Just because I'm a firm believer that anyone who has not completed the campaign really should complete the campaign. Anyway, here we go. Feel free to hop on in and join me. I am on US West. 100% for certain. I checked first this time. Powerman, Apollo, Jay, Grim, and what up, Bobby? Zach? How you guys all doing? I left Nightbot in the channel over the weekend, and it looks like he's still responding, so that's a plus, I guess. Let's see here. Which one is the button? There it is. Got to get used to the controls all over again. What's going on, Robin? How you doing? Yeah, I'm going to be on PS4 tomorrow there, Grim. I'm actually going to need help from you guys tomorrow, as I just don't have any gear. I mean, literally nothing. I went and... You guys remember where I left off on the PS4? I was in Nightmare 4 gear. And I got rid of all that stuff, as it's all very buggy as far as adapting to the new system. So I just threw it all away and have been rolling around naked. So I won't actually be able to build anything tomorrow. But I will be on the PS4. I think Jay's going to help me out a little there too. As long as he can. I know Jay's in the UK, so it's a little late start for him on a weekday. But yeah, I'd appreciate all the help I can get. Back to basketball practice. Well, gotta do the real life stuff too, you know. I forgot to name this one. It's the next group I make. I'll actually put a name on it. You guys will just have to look for the 5 ascension requirement. There's still one more spot open though. Let's see. I kind of feel like that's a waste without lane sharing a little. At least making an attempt at some lane sharing here. Not getting very good coverage, but that's alright. Wailing Glaive. The Wailing Glaive you can still get, but you can only get it on the Incursion. So it's going to be at, what, Chaos 4 quality. It'd be nice if they added that to the Wayfarer, as it was a really cool looking weapon. I enjoyed it quite a bit. That is for sure. Let's see here. Don't want to forget the anti-air. Alright, Tara, take it easy. Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate it. What do we got left? A whole bunch. I prefer the PC. Personally there, Sean, it's just... I've been a PC gamer for so long. Anytime I play on the PS4 or the Xbox, I just kind of feel out of my element, to be honest with you. I'm so used to a keyboard and mouse. I've been playing, up until last year, I've been playing 100% PC only. Well, up until probably 2 years ago, I've been pretty much PC only for like the last 10 years. So you just get, you know, you get accustomed to using a mouse and keyboard. How long am I going to be on? Probably like 90 minutes, 2 hours, something like that. I don't have a whole ton of time today, as I do have some other obligations. But I will be on. I'll be on for a while. What's going on there, William? How are you? Well, welcome. Well, thanks, Zachary. I appreciate it. Be ideal to see a Deadly Strike shard here today. I think I need... Really, I'm not going to deck all the heroes out on the Xbox or on the PlayStation. It's just too much time to do. But I do want a good set for an entire hero deck, you know? And, like, I can swap around gear and shards from there and use different heroes. But I think I need 1 or 2 more Deadly Strikes would kind of complete that base set for me. I don't think we need to really even bother with any upgrades, but whatever. Force of habit, you know. I'm excited to hear what's coming. I'm really hoping. Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it there, Dr. Z. I'm loving that game. In fact, I'm going to record a couple of more episodes tonight. I had an issue. It's, you know, it's a very early access game. It's young in its development, you know. And it's not getting along real well with a lot of the recording programs I use. So I actually lost some footage as the video files ended up going corrupt. But I will definitely be continuing that along until I die, at a minimum. I've got a feeling, though, that there's going to be several playthroughs of that game going as updates come. I don't think the Barbarian's going to come anytime too soon, but you never know. Maybe, you know? You know, of course, more heroes, more new heroes, the better. It gives you more fun and variety and everything else. Yep, PS4 on Wednesdays there, Mad Dog. Xbox on Tuesdays, PS4 on Wednesdays, and PC or different games all the other days. Awesome there, Jean-Marc. It is a really fun game. I mean, it's hard to stop playing once you get started with it. But there is, you know, of course there's those things. Gotta figure out all the basics. Oops, I missed. Looking for Deadly Strike Shard, which is the defense range shard there, Bear. Actually looking for more than one. I'd be really happy if there was 2. 2 would make me, I'd be very pleased if I could find 2. Now, I mean, they're elusive, so just finding one is pretty lucky. But I'd take two. I wouldn't complain. Not one bit. Such habit killing the geodes when you just don't need them anymore. Or just don't need to worry about them anymore with all these auras everywhere. Yeah, I'm actually probably going to do some, I mean, the Squire is kind of meh. It's, you go hero damage, go swing your sword around. There's nothing special, nothing, no big secrets, you know. Ability power Squires are just not really that great. So, I mean, you're going to get the best numbers out of a Squire just by going full hero damage, hero crit, and hero health, and mashing your primary attack button. You know, no big secrets there at all. However, I probably will do a couple of different apprentice builds. And an adept build a lot of people are asking for, which I'm still using that original adept build that I kind of put together on the first day. But the mana bomb is really, really fun on the apprentice. And that's one thing I do miss playing the adept is... Mana Bomb is a blast. Nah, I don't have... I've got almost everything on the PC. I don't have hardly any costumes on the PlayStation or the Xbox, so I've got a few. I've got more on the PlayStation than I do on the Xbox. I actually haven't decided what I want yet. I did... you know, I bought the collector's edition or whatever it was called on the Xbox, so I've still got all those gems that came with it. But I haven't really... I bought this costume for the monk just because I think it's so cool. This is just an awesome looking costume. The carnival costume. Love it. I actually like this one better than the expensive electric monk costume, but I mean, how do you not use it? You know, it's like a status symbol wearing that thing around. You either got immensely lucky on a trendy giveaway or you shelled out massive cash. Now, I wouldn't have bought it just because it's in my mind it's just too much money for a skin. But I got lucky and won it, you know, so I am not complaining. It's just standard issue stuff. There's splurks, there's nothing to show. I mean, anything you have a question about, there's a video for on my channel, so just say in chat, and then there's a command that links it to it. So tell me what you're curious about, and I'll get you the correct link. Or somebody may even know. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing to write home and tell mom about. I got a bunch of just generic stuff. It's actually the opposite there, Funky. In my opinion, playing on all three platforms, I'll say that, in my opinion, the PS4 runs better than the Xbox, but the PC runs 1,000 times better than both. I mean, no doubt about it. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Splurks. I do appreciate it. I still need speed shards too. I don't have the run speed shards on a full set of those yet. I don't have 4 of them. Grab the rest of this. Yeah, nah, I mean, like I said, I don't know. You know, I've never, like, gone and actually benchmarked each one. I mean, obviously the PC would be way better. than the others. I haven't gone through and benchmarked them on the PC or on the PlayStation and the Xbox, but just from looking at it and just how it feels, I personally think the Xbox runs worse than all of them, to be honest with you. But I also think that will be dialed in time. You know, I mean, the PlayStation ran like crap for ages before it started getting smoothed out a little. I mean, it used to be just night and day difference between the PC and the PlayStation. And it was for a long time, you know, until it got dialed in. It's not actually the mobs for me. For me, it's it's when there's loot on the ground. If there's a bunch of loot on the ground, the frame rate seems to drop through the floor. And then the second you pick it all up, the frame rate instantly fixes itself. That's what it seems like to me, anyway. This is like way, way overkill. I keep forgetting we're in Chaos 3. So anyway, guys, I'll do what I normally do. I'll do 2 runs. Actually, they're going relatively quick. I'll do 3 runs and then head back out to Tavern and make a new public group. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with lane coverage and everything. I'm just going to spam them down. That's more than sufficient. More than sufficient. Actually, it's about 5 times too much overkill. I built my PC, Beasticon. That's what I recommend everybody do, to be honest with you. You get way more out of it if you build it yourself. If you buy a prepackaged PC, you got the convenience of having it all in the box, you know. But you're gonna pay way more for the same stuff than if you build it yourself. What's going on there, Light Rain? Outer Tail. And it's not difficult, you know, building a PC. A lot of people are a little intimidated by it, and then after you do it once, you're like, oh, that's it? Because it's not anything remotely complex. There's only one spot where you can plug most of this stuff in. So shy of like smashing your motherboard with a hammer, you know, it's pretty difficult to mess up, you know. Oh, nice, Light Rain. Who were you missing? Who was the last one? Initiate. Well, that's awesome. It's always nice to have them all, you know. That's what I tell everybody. I mean, when people ask, you know, what hero they should get next, I mean, it's really long term. You're going to want all of them. If you really enjoy the game and you want to just, like, really fully play through and get the most out of the game, you're going to want every single hero to play with. So it's not a matter of who you should get next. It's just... yeah, or not a matter of who you should get, it's just who you should get next. And it's all personal preference, you know. Surprised I haven't jumped in the goo yet. We're looking for deadly strikes there, Steven, so this is Chaos 3. The Initiate's boost is really, really strong. A lot of people underestimate it. It's very, very powerful. I mean, it's one of those throw it down and walk away type things. I mean, you know, the monk gets the hero boost, the Initiate gets the tower boost. And I can throw that tower boost down like right here and just walk away and forget that lane because everything is going to die. Well, I don't think there will be any new hero or new chaos tiers for a long time because they're working on different game modes. I think that we're going to get an update soon, the way everybody's talking at Trendy. I think we'll probably get an update the next couple of weeks. That's going to be... I mean, Isom straight up said on the forums, the next update is not going to be the Endgame update. The Endgame update will be here by the end of the year. The next update is going to be a different game mode. So, and then on the trend, if you follow all the trendy stuff on the Trendy Friday Fun, last week, Alandrian said in the chat that there's going to be 2 game modes coming. So we know that we've got 2 game modes coming. One of them is going to be the end game, whatever that ends up being, and that won't be here till the end of the year. However, we should have another update much sooner than that. So, you know, I mean, like I said, we already know the endgame update's not coming until the end of the year, or before the end of the year. But it won't be here soon. Now, the Barbarian, they could put the Barbarian in at any time, and we know the Barbarian's coming. It's just a matter of when. But I wouldn't be surprised either way, to be honest with you. If the Barbarian showed up in the next update, it wouldn't surprise me. If the Barbarian didn't show up in the next update, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, I agree there, Realm. It's, I mean, the more game modes, the merrier. You know, the more game modes, the more reasons we have to play the game, you know. Extend the replayability out a little bit. If you want the monk build I'm using there, Steven, you want to go nuke. Or there you go, Jay's got it for you. This is the nuke monk build. If you're looking for like flame auras, then you want to do exclamation flame auras. And so on and so on. Maybe at some point today we'll get a different map. I guess we'll find out. Do one more match after this one and then hop on in. I'm anxious though. I'm really, really hoping we hear update news this week. That would be awesome. But I mean, I said the same thing last week. I'm really hoping we get something, you know. I mean, we needs the info. I agree there, Jay. It would be awesome to see a dev stream on Friday. You know, I don't think there is a Mystic Command Light Rain. I gotta go through and fill the rest of those out. Set all those commands up. So I'll do one more run here with these guys, and then I'll head out and start a new group. I still have to, I've got to dial in some more of those. You know, some more of those commands. Looks like we got a spot open right now. Somebody dropped, so feel free to hop on in. But remember, this I am remaking the group, so yeah, I gotta get a better game name there for sure. Thanks for subscribing there, Dylan. Uh-oh. Looks like my interwebs is going crappy on me again. That sucks, man. My streaming is really, really limited because of my crappy internet connection. And that's just unfortunate. I mean, I've got the best available connection for where I live, and the only way I can get a better connection is to move. So it kind of sucks, but my YouTube dashboard is giving me a warning right now saying the video output is very low. In fact, let me check OBS real quick. OBS isn't showing anything funny, but you never know. Your Xbox decided DD2 shouldn't load. Well, that sucks. Hopefully it auto clears itself up here. I don't like seeing that where it gives me that warning. No point in dropping the sub objective here on this. Let's see, go like right there. That ought to work. Exclamation flame arrows in chat there, Power Man. Will give you all the options. Give you a link to them. There's a lot of choices, basically. You don't have to go one particular way. You got options. Yeah, I think that's more than enough to get things going here. Guess I could throw a Skyguard up top here too, just because, why not? Something like that'll probably work. Yeah, that sounds about right there, Jay. I think this will hold up just fine. I still got that video output low. I just hate seeing that. Let me see if I lost any frames. It doesn't say. OBS is not saying I've dropped any frames or anything. So I'm not sure what's up. I think it's just my crappy connection. Could be. Anyway, there'll definitely be more recorded and edited content come to the channel here, as it's just, you know, I mean, if you can stream or if you can record video and at 60 frames, you know, 1080p, 60 frames per second, yet you have to stream at 720, 30 frames per second and still have problems. I mean, it doesn't make sense not to do more edited content. Got to get the quality going, you know. I'm a big fan of video of quality over quantity, you know. And I do want to live stream more, yet, like I said, it's just, it would require moving to get the quality that I'm really looking for. Overwhelm's pretty early there, a musical gamer. I don't remember exactly where it drops, but it does drop early. Exclamation shards will get you a link to where all the shards drop. We'll get you all the info. The coolest looking Squire sword. Well, I mean, I'm a big Star Wars fan. So, I mean, for me, it's definitely the Galactic Sword, the little lightsaber looking thing. The crystalline blade, or whatever it's called. How many hours? I don't know how many hours it was there, Jean-Marc, but I was in Chaos 7 at, at about 120 Ascension. As far as hours go, I would guess probably a couple hundred hours. I'm not positive. Yeah, it's all public matches there, yellow team, so as long as you've completed the campaign, you can feel free to join. Gonna be making a new public group here in just a moment. Uh, 4 per second is the fastest amongst secondary goes. This is 2.5 per second here. I think that's 2.5. It's either 2 or 2.5. I'd have to look at it again. Yeah, that's really what you want. You want 4 per second with 5 projectiles. Without a doubt. Now it's just a different shot. I mean, you can fire them both and see the difference. You know, Mega Shark fires one projectile 8 times per second. Controlled Burst fires 3 projectiles. I think it's 2.5 times per second. So the Controlled Burst actually fires more. Actually, no, it would be half a projectile per second less than the Mega Shark. I don't know if I'd say that, Jay. I mean, I actually get better numbers out of the Controlled Burst personally, as far as if you're just into the hero damage aspect of it. But I mean, for Ice Needle, you know, it's not hugely different though. It's, you know, you get slightly better ability power on the Mega Shark is really the only difference. But I mean, you can use either one with that Ice Needle build. The Mega Shark's got a cool factor. So, I mean, that who doesn't want to shoot 8 times per second? You know, that's... in my mind, that's really the biggest deal, the biggest difference. Ooh, almost took a drink. Well, I mean, like I said, when you look at it, you got... I don't have the weapon on me to look at it, but I think it's 3 shots every 2.5 times per second. So 3 times 2.5 is what? 7.5. That'd be 7.5 shots per second, where the Mega Shark is 8 shots per second. So it's really, really close, you know. Thanks for subscribing there, Dashi. I do appreciate it very much. Well, the Shadow Flame knife, the projectile is locked. You don't get different speeds on that. There's only one. So, I mean, that's the only one. I use the Shadow Flame knife on my Mystic. It's just RNG there, Steven. Yeah, guess better go get my shard. Don't want to forget. And then I will head back out to town here, crack open all these shards, free up some inventory space. It doesn't increase damage, it increases defense power of the traps in the area. So basically, if you've got a aura sitting out in the middle of the lane and the Frosty is shooting at a mob that's standing really close to that aura, to the base of the aura, not inside the aura's range itself, then it's going to increase the defense power of that aura, basically. Really? Got a quiet tavern. That's not good to see on the Xbox in the middle of the afternoon. Let's see that Deadly Strikes here. Where you at, oh Deadly Strikes? I don't even see any shard packs in that bag. Let's see. Betsy's. Big boy. Don't need that. Actually, I may need a big boy. I'll have to look. Oil slick. Oh well. No Deadly Strikes yet. Yeah, I'm on PS4 tomorrow. But, like I mentioned earlier, my PS4 account, I've got absolutely no gear. So, I'm going to have to... anybody that wants to play is more than welcome to, but they're going to have to do the building. I just don't have any gear, you know. Alright, let's see. Create game, it's public. Make the minimum ascension 5 again. Change the name. We'll just call it Juice. And it's set to public. So feel free to hop on in. I personally don't like them. The Huntress bows from the Wayfarer. But, I mean, if you like them, then sure, why not? You know, the Huntress is all about ability power anyway. So the shot on the Huntress just isn't going to do crap. Oops, now why am I slow building this? I will never know. I keep forgetting that it's Chaos 3. Slow building it out. Well, I'd like to do the highest, you know, the highest Chaos tier we can. I don't care what we do, though, you know. I think, yeah, I'm in, like, Chaos 4. Like, I think I'm in between Chaos 4 and Chaos 5 on my DPS hero, which is pretty much all I've got on the PlayStation. I mean, I've got lots of heroes. I just don't have any gear on them at all. It's quite the shame. But I've got to go through the transition from, you know, a lot of the players nowadays don't really know about it, but before the Chaos Trials came, it was Nightmare tiers. Nightmare 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me just go ahead and take a swim here real quick. I use the Demon Scythe personally, but you know, you can use either or. Oh, anyway, in the Nightmare 4 gear is buggy with the new system. So the Nightmare 4 gear is the equivalent of like mid-tier Chaos 3 gear. Maybe even top-tier Chaos 3 gear. But it's buggy, and it doesn't give you the appropriate drops with, you know, with your level. So, in fact, I better move this over here, huh? Don't need that one. Anyway, so you get you'll end up getting junky loot. So the best thing you can do if you haven't played since the Nightmare 4 days and you came back is to just do some Chaos 3 runs or whatever you're capable of doing and just replacing all your stuff. Even if the stuff is that you're currently wearing seems better, just get rid of it. So I went and got rid of everything, which was probably jumping the gun a little bit, but at the time it seemed like a good idea. You gotta be on, well, it's full now, Brandel. But it's on, I'm on US West, is where I'm playing. Bastille Master is actually just insanely easy. I've got several videos on my channel about it. I mean, you gotta be, it's a Chaos 7 incursion, which I'm surprised that they did that, to be honest with you. Made a Chaos 7 incursion, so it just seems kind of wrong. But I don't know. I would even bet you that they change it midweek. Because I think it's random. It's automated. I don't think someone hit the button and picked Chaos 7. You know? It just seems like that's not the right thing to do. And in fact, the last time that Bastille was there, they actually did change it. I play on the PC almost constantly, musical. I do Xbox on Tuesday, PlayStation on Wednesday, every other day is PC. Oh, nice. Spoderman. That's awesome. Your ascension level has nothing to do with your gear. XM Killer. 0 impact. You can be 1,000 ascension level, and if you've never gone through the Chaos ranks, you're still going to get Chaos 1 gear. Your gear is based off of the gear of your strongest hero. Your strongest geared hero. Ascension has nothing to do with it. Yeah, there's quite a few. I hope they add more. I want to see Aquanos. I think everybody does. I'd love to see Aquanos. I'd like to see Tavern Defense. To be honest with you, I'd like to see almost all of them. The King's Game. Love to see the King's Game. Like to see the original Throne Room. Weapon doesn't really matter for any ability power build on any hero of their realm. The weapon isn't going to make a huge difference. So I always suggest getting the one you like the best. I personally like Penta 3. It seems like it's easier to get a lot of targets marked. But it's a preference, you know, it's a personal preference type thing. That and what you have. what kind of towers. I don't think the Barbarian will have any towers, personally. Now, I don't know. I'm just completely guessing. What's going on there, Sophisticus? Trying to find a little deadly strikes, you know? I don't know personally, but I think the Barbarian will be like the Gun Witch, where there is no towers. Now, like I said, that's a complete guess. But that's my guess, you know. Not yet. Just getting started, though. Well, we're 3 runs down. Is the 4th run. Good luck so far. What's going on there, Snipe? How you doing? Monster Snipe. Not long. Sophisticus, I got some other stuff to do here, so probably, I don't know, like another hour maybe. Won't be a super long grind. Welcome there, Kakashi. Yeah, Mystic's a great builder. No doubt about it. Thanks for swinging by there, Sophisticus. I appreciate it. It's really a personal preference thing there as far as next hero. I mean, the Mystic's a pretty solid choice. The Abyss Lord's a solid choice. If you're happy with your building and you want more DPS variety, the Gun Witch is a solid choice. There's definitely lots of solid choices out there, you know. What do we got? I didn't even look at my dailies. Change your name. Awesome. Oh, don't do it. Right in the drink. Should have known. Yeah, Dryad's a good choice too. I mean, lots of choices, lots of good choices, you know. I mean, there's no wrong choice, to be honest with you. It's just, it's who you want, you know. You know, if you keep playing the game, eventually you're going to want all of them. That and the game is still in development, so, I mean, heroes are going to change. You know, stuff will change all the time. Got stuff over there? Yeah, we do. Sweet. Like I said, Splurks, I've got nothing spectacular, and I'm 4 chaos tiers under where I should be, so it's completely pointless to show you my items. You can, if there's anything you're curious about how to do it properly, then, like I mentioned to you last time, just say it in chat, and somebody or myself can tell you what link or what command to type in to get you a link to your info. It's completely pointless to show you what I've got. I'm in Chaos 7 gear, doing Chaos 3, so you should not base anything you see here off of actual builds to use. This is straight up farming. And if you look at the ascension of the group, everybody's just farming. Yep. F100 Racer is what? 246, 800 Ascension. Manson is 800 plus Ascension, probably. Or close to it. So it would take up a bunch of time for no reason, basically. So that's why I don't stop and show gear during streams. And that's why I've got all those lovely bot commands that took me hours and hours and hours to set up. But basically there's a video on my channel for every tower and every hero. I don't have every tower done yet, but every tower that I use. Well, I mean, if you cripple your range, you can get them over 2 million, Jay. But that would be silly to cripple your range over. What you need for Chaos 7 is about 1.2. Anything over that is overkill. I think what I roll with normally is like 1.5. What's this one at? Yeah, that one's at 1.447. Right at 1.5. I mean, that's pretty standard. I mean, you don't want to cripple your range, you know. It's just silly to do that. That, and, you know, I always tell, you don't want to be one of these guys that stares at the DPS number, because DPS is not a measure of effectiveness. Range is part of that, you know, so you don't want to turn the game into staring at those DPS numbers that are an indicator, but definitely not a guide of where you should be. You should be using Deadly Strikes on your Skyguards. They'd be a lot more effective for you. You know, it comes down to, you know, do you want to hit something... Do you want to hit something once for 10,000, or do you want to hit it twice for 8,000 each time? You know, now obviously those numbers are very low. I just pulled those out of my butt, but... Oh, well, yeah, if you don't have Deadly Strikes, I wouldn't go without it. If I only had 2 Deadly Strikes, one would go on my Flamars and one would go on my Skyguards. I would prioritize Skyguards personally, just because it's such a huge tool, you know. What's going on there, Twinkie? I'm doing good. But yeah, I mean, it always comes down to what you got, though. You know, if you don't have the shards, you can't use it. But, you know, on that same note, Deadly Strikes is not required for any of the Chaos tiers, but it does make life easier. Much, much easier. What do we got? We got a Plague and Hawk and a Slakelion. It's a casino term from way back when I first started playing. I worked in casinos for a large portion of my life. Oh, I'm always having fun, Zach. When the day comes that I'm not having fun, I won't be doing this anymore. I've got a strict fun policy. If things aren't fun, I don't do them. Period. Surprisingly, I downloaded Paladins last night for the first time, was going to play it, and surprisingly, Juice Bags was taken. And Mr. Juice Bags was taken. I just don't get it. I mean, who on earth makes that their name, you know? Thanks for subscribing there, the doctor. I appreciate it. Take that. That's actually where the Mister came from to begin with, because Juice Bags was... I mean, now I could change it. But when I first started the YouTube channel, you couldn't have a duplicate name. And the Juice Bags was already taken. It's like, good lord. Same thing with Twitter. It's like, who names themselves that? Well, thanks there, Steven. I appreciate it. Alright, so we got, what, one more run with this group? Yeah, what is today? Or today's Tuesday, so there's still several days left, but I'm really, really hoping we hear something good here. Get some good info of what's to come. A little throne room. Actually, I haven't seen regular throne room in a while. It's been all about the assault on throne room, it seems like, every time. I guess we should just... There's no point in turtling it. Being Chaos 3. Get all the XP I can out of it, I guess. Sure that's sufficient. It has been a really long time, I agree. There's Sophisticus. It's been too long. Hopefully we do get some soon. I mean, I'm really banking on this week. I mean, last week I thought we were going to get news. And we didn't. Okay, so we're all good, right? Yeah, looking good. Doesn't take too much, you know? It is Chaos 3 and all. I think we'll hear something soon. I mean, if not like straight up news, I think we'll at least get a little teaser this week. Yeah, but it wasn't really... Yeah, that wasn't much of a teaser, the Friday Fawn. I mean, the only thing that was solid info that we found out was that there was going to be more than one game mode. And, you know... I mean, without telling us anything about it, I mean, I'm sure there'll be lots more game modes by the time the game is done, you know? Look at the original Dungeon Defenders, where it started versus where it is now. I want to hear specifics. I want to hear exactly what kind of game mode, what's coming, what's going to be here, when's it going to be here, you know? I think we'll get something soon. I don't know. I mean, like I said that last week too. So I don't know if I'm just being overly optimistic now or exactly what the deal is, but we need to hear some news. No doubt about it. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Come on, Deadly Strikes. Need 3 more shard packs to open. Maybe I get lucky this time. Maybe I get lucky and get 2 of them. Wouldn't that be awesome? What's going on there, Paul? How you doing? Well, welcome. Well, they've got, I mean, as far as the info we got this week, you know, we actually got more info from Isom responding to one of the hate threads on the forums than we got from anywhere. And that was, he said straight up, the Endgame Onslaught redo will be here by the end of the year. He said that was the goal, was to get it here by the end of the year. Then he said that the other game mode, which we aren't, you know, we have no clue what that is yet, will be here, you know, before then. And people keep using that soon word, which, I mean, we all know soon can mean a lot of different things. But I'm really, you know, I mean, I'm as anxious as everybody else is. I want to see the new whatever. I don't even care. You know, I know the next update's not going to be the end-game mode. Isom straight up said it. You know, the end-game mode won't be here till the end of the year. But whatever game mode comes, I'm ready for it. You know, I want to see it. I want to play it. I want to know what it's all about. And hopefully we find out this week sometime. Something anyway. I'll keep sending all the memes on Twitter to him, I assure you. Yeah. Isom's the guy. Now, Isom, of course, was on vacation for a long time, but he's given us more info than anybody here lately, so hopefully we hear some soon from old Isom, or anybody for that matter. Elandrian likes to keep everything hush-hush, so it's tough to get too much info out of him. Which, I mean, they all keep everything pretty hush-hush, to be honest, but I was really hoping I was going to wake up to a Twitter post or something today. What's going on there, Goku? Welcome. Yeah, I mean, it's still early. It's only, like 4 o'clock? It's actually 7 o'clock on the East Coast, though. I would assume Trendy's offices are closing. Now, like, Isom works remotely. He doesn't work from the office, so, I mean, he could give us info at any time. I know Lalta is in the process of moving to Florida, so he could give us info at any time as well. And actually, the last update we got, Lalta sent that info out at midnight. The wife's good. She's gotta work tonight, late. She didn't even go in until 10 p.m. tonight. So she's taking a nap, getting a little sleep going on. Alright, be a dang deadly strike shard in these things somewhere. There's not, Matthew. It's based off of waves, number of waves done, not experience. Alright, I'm going to head back out and crack these shards open and then make a new one. Thanks to you guys for joining. I appreciate it. But yeah, there's no fast way. It's just wave count, you know. It is quicker to farm defender medals and buy the boosters than it is to go through the waves, though. When you calculate in the dailies and everything else. Slow loading here, huh? There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. What kind of fat loots. Give me the deadly strikes, for God's sakes. Just let me have it. Let's see, I do need... Ooh, look at that. There's another run speed right there. Well, that is not a deadly strikes. Come on, just give it to me. Nope. Ah, jeez. It's so elusive, I tell ya. I actually like them, but I got used to it, you know? I mean, it's all relative. Save that speed boost. In fact, I might be able to just slap that right in my... Oop, I don't even have boots on them. See, that's why I say don't bother looking at my gear. I ain't got none. I've got gear on my EV and my monk. That's it. Anyway, go ahead and fire up another group here. Let's see. Public. We'll up it this time. We'll make it 6. We'll get all the pros out. Juice it is. And go. Yeah, I got a PS4 there, Goku. Tomorrow's PS4 day. Yeah, but anyway, we've both worked those late shifts really often. In fact, that's when I record all my videos, to be honest with you. Any recording I do is usually at like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. You know, it's nice and quiet, all the neighbors are sleeping, no cars going down the road. It's a perfect time. Nah, I'm not really your guy there, Goku. I don't really do carries. If I started doing that, I would be online 200 hours a week and still have a line out the door of people that want to get carried. So, I just don't do it. So my suggestion for everyone is always join the DD2 Discord, as there's, you know, lots of people to play with. The matchmaking in the Discord is almost constant. There's almost always somebody looking for groups in Discord. So it's definitely a very strong, strong source of meeting people to play with. I debated on doing some Bastille Masters on the PC. Alright. looks good enough. Just gonna throw. I don't do public games without walls, so I don't care if it's only Chaos 3. It's getting walls. I have learned my. It only takes one loss for me to never do it again. I have learned my lesson. These are some baby R's, huh? Oh, jeez. These R's are not gonna cut it. I'll get one of mine in the mix. I better check down here too. Either that or the tooltip is bugged, one of the two. For you, Twinkie? Sure. I mean, I've got no objection. I'm not that guy. So I know that there are people in chat that are that guy, that are going to belittle people and everything else about asking for help with the campaign. You are never, ever going to catch me doing that, because I think everyone should focus on having fun and not focus on flexing constantly. You know, not that Twinkie is. Twinkie's a good guy, so don't confuse the timing of me saying that. Particularly on Nimbus, any first player or any first-time player that's going through the campaign that doesn't have a problem on Nimbus Reach got inside information from somebody else on what to do, because that's anyone that's going through it the first time and doesn't know the game that beats that on the first try is, I don't know how they did it, to be honest with you. But I don't do campaign carries just because that's the best time in the game. You know, that it's not difficult. Just because you lose a match doesn't mean that it's time to. Let's see, there we go. Back to my crappy internet connection. I don't even know why. I never disconnected from chat that time. But for some reason the stream just stopped, and I don't know if it's an issue with OBS, an issue with my crappy connection, or what it is. I looked over on my little chat dashboard, it said the stream has ended. It's like, what? But it hasn't. It hasn't. Yeah, it's not really an option for us, unfortunately. The wife is not a city girl. But, I mean, you don't have to be in the city to get decent internet. I just need to not be where I am. My ping is exceptional. It's just straight up upload speed. It's not... My download speed is better than most people in the world. My ping is really, really low. But I got no upload speed. And that's my problem. It's a non-bonded connection. I get like 160 megs down. I mean, it's a huge download speed. My ping is always, you know, under 20, under 30. It's, you know, really, really good. But I just get garbage upload. But how it works is if your cable company, you know, like the best thing where I live is cable. You know, there is no fiber available here. The best thing is through the cable company, and it depends on the cable company's local infrastructure. You know, in here they've got a bunch of unbonded channels, so the download speed is really good, but the upload speed is garbage. It's terrible. Oh, I agree there, Jay. Hopefully they do something with defense speeds eventually. shards no good. It's public games there, Spurs, so if you want to play, just join. I mean, obviously we're full right now, but just doing them public, so look for the game and join it. Oh, fail jump ×2. I'm not really loading my friends list up on Xbox there, Spurs, so like I said, it's a public match, so just join the public match. It's the easiest thing. It depends on the quality that you want. I only get about 4 megs up, which is plenty for 720p 30 at 30 frames per second, which in my mind is awful. I mean, I don't watch streams lower than that personally, and I wish I could stream higher than that, but it's all about your connection, you know. That's the thing that drives me nuts, is if I had a better connection, I could actually stream in 4K. My machine is a beast. But, you know, we're all limited by our connection. I'd like to blame it on the controller there, Matthew, but I jump in the water on the PC quite frequently as well. I don't really suggest using boost stars, Sam, as they're just not really very good. But yeah, defense power does make more of an impact than defense crit does on them. The defense crit scaling on them is really, really bad. Because I'm in Chaos 7 gear there, Harvey. I'm just farming for a shard that drops in Chaos 3. So I'm way over geared for the content here. I got a overclocked i7. Running at 5.4 gigahertz. I use dual. I'm actually due for a video card upgrade, but I don't have the money. But I use dual 395Xs right now, Radeons, which I'm not a big AMD fan. But at the time that I got them, it was the best bet. So I run 2 of them running in Crossfire. 1080 Ti would be the next step for me. Just a regular 1080, I'm performing a little bit better then, but a 1080 Ti would be a nice upgrade. Yeah, the other heroes are fun to play with, Spurs. You don't need them if you just want to go through and clear the content, but they are fun, you know. Siege roller? Is that 2 siege rollers? Looks like it, huh? Indeed. The world tree's got issues. It's not you. It's gonna get changed, I think. I really like the proposed changes that they mentioned. Fastest way to level up is completing the campaign. The campaign is designed to get 4 heroes to level 50. After that, then you just want to progress. You know, the higher chaos tier gives the most experience, so you want to go up as high as you can. Well, awesome there, Barrett. I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully we get more of those. They don't want to do them all the time because they want it to be a special type thing. But, I mean, who doesn't want double XP, you know? We all want the double XP. What happened there? Something funny. Oh, then yeah, you just want to progress through the chaos tiers. The higher the chaos tier, the more XP. But you don't want to worry about leveling up. Just worry. I mean, gear is stronger than Ascension is. So you're getting better gear is what it's all about, not the Ascension level. Oops. That's not the right hero. You get better gear by going through the chaos tiers. If you just finished campaign, then you want to start off in Chaos 1. Get yourself a full set of gear from Chaos 1, then move to Chaos 2, and so on and so on. They've done double medals in the past. I'm sure they'll do it again sometime. I think currently they're still experimenting. They've had some issues with the system working properly. Like, they tried to do a double gold weekend right at the... what, a couple of updates ago. And it didn't, there was something glitched or whatever, it didn't work out, so they switched it to double XP instead. Double medals wouldn't be a big draw for me personally, but, you know, to each its own. We were actually talking about that, me and a few people were talking about it, how the double gold weekend was not a big deal to us, and then they couldn't get it to work and changed it to double XP, and we were all like, hell yeah. Awesome. Everybody was stoked, you know. The PC's gonna run smoother. It's all about, you know, what the console offers over the PC is the convenience. You know, there's something to be said about kicking back with a controller. Now, you can play with a controller on the PC too. But there's definitely something to be said about just being able to hit a button and kick back and relax, you know. Guys, it actually appears my internet is dropping again. I got another video output warning, so I'm actually going to make this the last run here. I don't want to, I don't want my stream to end. I want it to end on my terms, not somebody else's, you know. The Xbox, you could run it 19 or about at 1080 at 60 frames a second. But you're not going to sustain that the whole time though, Twinkie. As the loot, when the map fills up with loot, the frame rate drops way down. I'd go as far as to say when the map is really, really full of loot, it probably drops down to like 20 to 25 frames per second. Probably not tomorrow, Jay, since I'm going to have to be dependent on everybody else. I'll probably do private matches tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow on the PS4, I'll be dependent on everybody else to come and build. I mean, I'll show up and bring the pew-pew, you know. But I literally have no gear, as in, like, I wanted to fix my bags, and I deleted everything. I mean, so I've got one hero with a set of armor and a weapon, and that's it. That's bad. Playing on the PC with an Xbox controller. I would love to do that. I'm just so used to playing with the mouse and keyboard, you know. I know a lot of players that play on the PC with a controller. Mama says has played with a controller the entire time. Yeah, Aware, I think the easiest thing for you is going to be to either double wall. Well, to double wall and spam flame auras, in my opinion, is the easiest way to get through that. So, like, you got a wall here, put another wall behind it. That way you got 2 layers of wall they have to go through. And then just cover the map with flame auras. Oh, I don't care, Jay. Whatever you want to do. I can do mediocre DPS. I mean, I'm not going to be strong damage, but I can do, you know, I could probably do 750,000, 800,000 damage per second. So, I mean, my DPS is strong enough to kill a Chaos 7 boss, as long as I don't let it hit me. Yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, I would like to, you know, like I said, I would like to do that, get used to kicking back and playing. But part of it, with me too, when I'm streaming, is I'm talking through a studio mic, you know, which is overhead. So I have to be sitting up to play that, or to speak clearly into it. On the PS4, I'm at like Chaos 5-ish. Yeah, I'm like, you know, higher end C4 gear, beginner C5 gear, right around that bracket somewhere. I'm a scrub. I don't have any time into it, you know. It's absurd to try to do this on 3 platforms. That's why I just finally decided, you know, to just do 1 day a week Xbox, 1 day a week PS4, and not try to sit there and grind through them all. That's the hardest decision to make, but the smartest decision to make is just instantly get rid of all that Nightmare 4 stuff, because it's only going to hold you back, you know. I mean, luckily it's easy to tell what's what. This is actually the last run there, Red Gull. I'm having some connection issues here today, so after this run, I'm gonna call it for the day, sadly. the gear from Nightmare 4 is equivalent to like Chaos 3 gear, Jay, but the problem is that it's like the behind the scenes working of it. The item power of the gear is not correct. So like when you're wearing it, you're gonna get starter Chaos 3 gear, and the Chaos 3 gear that's gonna drop is gonna feel like it's not as good, but you have to get rid of it because you're never gonna get upgrades, you know, until you get rid of all that Nightmare 4 gear. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. There's Sophisticus, no doubt. Well, thanks, Airware. I appreciate it. Well, you're not too late there, Red Goal. I just, like I said, I've actually had the stream interrupt on me once today. So Charter Communications has got some maintenance or some crap going. Right now, as we speak, I've got a warning on my YouTube dashboard saying that the video output is too low. And I don't want the stream to end from a disconnect, so hopefully we'll actually be able to finish this match here. It's a problem that's way too frequent, sadly. But that's, you know, that's the downside of living in such an awesome place. Living right on the Pacific Ocean has its ups and its downs, you know. I stream on Twitch once a week. Red Gold on Fridays after the Trendy stream is my only Twitch stream. So I'll pop back out to the tavern here and check all my stuff. Actually, I can probably check all my stuff right here. Come on, Deadly Strikes. No, there we go. Yeah, you can, if you follow me on Twitch, it'll give you a notification when I go live, but it's going to be the same time every week. Probably not. I haven't been streaming the late night stream during the week there, Sophisticus, with school started and everything. It seems like everybody that comes is either about to go to school or staying up too late to watch it, and so during the week I bumped those down. I do plan on doing some kind of ninja streams though, at that late night time frame. Come on, be a Deadly Strikes. Just give it to me already. Nope. Come on, be there. Oh, so lucky. Well, there we go. Got one. So I guess that's perfect time to end anyway. Got me a Deadly Strikes. So awesome. Anyway, guys, that will do it for today. Thank you all a ton. Like I said, sorry I'm cutting this a little bit short, but you know, connection issues are connection issues, and sadly, it's a real problem that I have. But thank you all a ton, though. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time around. Take it easy, y'all.